Hello everyone, this story will improve your English fast. Please practice every day to grow your English. Okay, let's get started now. Emma had always dreamed of living in a big city. She had grown up in a quiet town where everyone knew each other, and life was slow and peaceful. But when she got the opportunity to study at a university in the city, she knew it was time for a change. The day finally arrived when Emma moved into her small apartment in the heart of the city. She had spent weeks packing, making lists, and saying goodbye to her friends and family. Now, standing in her new home, she felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness. The apartment was small but cozy, with a large window overlooking the busy streets below. Determined to explore, Emma decided to spend her first day getting to know the city. She made a list of things she needed: groceries, a city map, and a few household items. She put on her most comfortable shoes, grabbed her bag, and stepped outside. The moment she walked onto the street, she was overwhelmed. The sounds of honking cars, people talking, and distant sirens filled the air. The sidewalks were crowded with people moving quickly, all seeming to know exactly where they were going. Emma took a deep breath and reminded herself that this was the adventure she had been waiting for. Her first stop was a small cafe near her apartment. She had read online that it was a great place for coffee and breakfast. As she entered, she felt a little nervous about ordering in English. Back in her hometown, she had only used English in school, but now she had to use it in real life. "Good morning. What would you like to order?" the barista asked with a friendly smile. Emma hesitated for a moment but then replied, "A cappuccino and a croissant, please." "Great choice. That will be $5. Emma handed over the money and took her coffee and croissant to a small table by the window. As she sipped her coffee, she felt proud of herself. Her first English conversation in the city had gone well. After finishing breakfast, she walked to the supermarket. The aisles were filled with a variety of products, many of which were unfamiliar to her. She carefully read the labels, picking up fruits, vegetables, and some basic cooking ingredients. At the checkout, the cashier asked, "Do you need a bag?" Emma was momentarily confused but quickly understood. "Yes, please," she answered. "That will be 10 cents extra." Emma paid and left the store, feeling more confident with each interaction. Next, she decided to visit the bookstore. She wanted to buy a city map and maybe a book to improve her English. As she browsed the shelves, a friendly-looking woman approached her. "Are you looking for something specific?" the woman asked. Emma smiled and nodded. "I need a city map. Do you have one?" "Of course. Right this way," the woman said, leading her to a section with maps and travel guides. "Are you new to the city?" "Yes, I just moved here yesterday." "Welcome. This city is amazing. If you ever need recommendations for places to visit, just ask." "Thank you," Emma replied, feeling warmth from the stranger's kindness. After purchasing the map, Emma decided to take a walk through the park. It was a beautiful place with tall trees, colorful flowers, and a large fountain in the middle. She found a bench and sat down to look at her map. As she studied the different streets and landmarks, an elderly man sitting nearby smiled at her. "First time in the city?" he asked. Emma nodded. "Yes. I just moved here for university." "Ah, welcome. This park is a great place to relax. It can be overwhelming at first, but you'll get used to it." "I hope so," Emma said. "Everything is so fast here." The man chuckled. "Yes, but that's what makes the city exciting. You'll learn something new every day." Emma thanked him and continued studying her map. After a while, she felt ready to explore more. She decided to take the subway for the first time. She had never used one before, and it seemed complicated. She followed the signs to the nearest subway station and stared at the map on the wall. A young man noticed her confusion and approached her. "Need help?" Emma hesitated but then admitted, "Yes. I want to go to the Central Library. Which train should I take?" The man pointed at the map. Take the blue line and get off at Central Station. It's 3 stops from here. Thank you, Emma said, feeling relieved. She bought a ticket, boarded the train, and counted the stops carefully. When she reached Central Station, she got off and followed the signs to the library. It was a huge building with beautiful architecture. Inside, she wandered through the aisles, amazed by the number of books. She found the English learning section and picked up a few books to help her practice. As she sat down to read, she realized how much she had accomplished in just one day. She had ordered food in English, gone shopping, asked for directions, and taken the subway, all things that had seemed scary that morning. By the time she returned to her apartment, the sun was setting. She looked out of her window at the city lights, feeling a sense of belonging. Today had been a day of challenges, but also of small victories. She knew there was still so much to learn, but she was ready for it. As she lay in bed that night, Emma smiled to herself. This was only the beginning of her adventure in the city, and she couldn't wait to see what tomorrow would bring.